Hello and welcome back to the next episode of VTuber Reactions, where you'll see me, Shan's Immortal, giving my first impression of new metal music and videos. Don't forget, you can also find me live on Twitch 5 nights a week at twitch.tv/ShansImmortal, where I'll be playing games and hanging out with my amazing Immortal community. My other socials will be in the description below, so feel free to follow me there as well. If there's anything you'd like to see me react to, throw those in the comments and I will react and do one viewer spotlight every single week and toss you a shout out as well. Today's video, I am not sure how to tackle this. So this was recommended to me on my YouTube a couple of weeks ago, this band, and I listened to the first song just because I was curious to see who they were. And I was conflicted. 95, when Korn's self-titled album came out, I was literally obsessed. They were my favorite band for a very long time. And I loved Korn until, you know, after Issues, and then I kind of fell off and I wasn't as big as a fan. I feel like they changed. I wouldn't say sold out, but they changed. And I wasn't quite a fan, but I still love the older stuff. I still listen to it. I still relish in the old Korn. When I listened to the song by Chaosium, which is who we're reacting to today, it reminded me a little bit of like Life is Peachy, Korn era. And then I looked through the comments and I literally saw so many people that were like, yeah, this sounds like Korn. Because I wasn't sure how to feel about it. Because yes, bands are influenced by other bands, but this band sounded a lot like Korn to me. But it wasn't bad. So that's where my conflict came from. I'm like, it sounds okay, but it sounds like Korn back in, when was Life is Peachy released? Like 97, 98, something like that? No. So when I saw that a second video had come out from Chaosium, I was like, you know what? We're going to do this one on the channel because I want to know if it was just that one song that sounded like Korn, if the whole band sounds like Korn. I don't know. We'll have to see. Will I like a band that sounds like Korn or is heavily influenced by Korn as much as I like Korn? I don't know. We'll have to see. But I don't know. I digress. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. It's Chaosium's Unreal. The link to the original video will be down below in the description, and let's just do it. This makes me laugh because I can literally hear this being the beginning of a Korn song. Okay. That keyboard or whatever it is in the background, check. Oh, okay. The first song I listened by Chaosium, I was able to pick out very specific things that sounded very much Korn. So I was able to pick out that the bass in the last song was very, very prominent, which is kind of always been Korn's, one of their things that you could immediately pick out was Korn. Fieldy on the bass was like, this is a Korn song because the way he played and how much emphasis they put on the bass. This song doesn't have that as much, which I'm actually kind of glad because I don't want, obviously I don't want to be like, oh, this is just a Korn remake band. I don't think that. I think they were heavily influenced by Korn. What I'm actually very pleased about in this song is that, yes, I can hear some things that were potentially influenced by Korn. The vocals are more newer Korn than older Korn. The scream though is different. That was definitely not Korn. The keyboard a little bit, yes. But I'm also getting like some other bands from that era though. Maybe a little bit of Taproot, some Atreyu potentially. I'm getting a little bit of that time frame. And one of my all-time favorite bands of ever is Motionless in White. And I know they were heavily influenced by the same era of music, which is one of the reasons why I really love Motionless in White. This doesn't sound anything like Motionless in White, just to make that clarification. But because that's the music I grew up with and I loved, I can dig this. Like, I can actually dig music that is influenced by the mid 90s to mid 2000s, right? From like 95 to 2005, I've always said was some of the best genres of like hardcore, like metalcore, hardcore metal. And they were influenced by this, it appears. And I actually kind of like this. Like, I didn't know if I was going to, but I'm actually, okay, let's listen to more. Want more skirt, more growl. Do it. Do it. Yes. Oh. What? Oh god. Okay. Breakdown time? I like this part. Solo is very nice. It's such a melodic solo. It seems very different than the rest of the song. Whoa. A range. I could like already hum this chorus, which I love. That, oh my god, okay. That keyboard sound or whatever that is, that electronic sound is very, very, very Korn. Okay. So let me put it this way. I am not mad about this video. I'm not mad about this song. So this song didn't have the bass, like the very prominent bass like the last one did. But I kind of like that. So here's my thing. So a lot of people were in the comments for the videos were kind of like not nice about the fact that they sounded like Korn. And what is wrong with a band being influenced by another band in what, in my opinion, is that band's best era, right? Bands tend to change over time, especially bands that have been around for a long time. And Korn's self-titled album came out in '95, which means that they've been around for 26 years. That's a long time for a band to remain relevant, and Korn's still relevant. But for a lot of the like diehard Korn fans, it was self-titled and their Life is Peachy album that they remember as being what got them into Korn. And this music reminds me of the older Korn more than the newer Korn. And I know I'm not the only Korn fan in the history of the world that says anything after Issues was not my forte. I know there's a lot of people that share those same sentiments. So, there's nothing wrong with this. I love it. But like I said, it's not just Korn. I heard a lot of influences from bands between 95 and 2005 that I used to listen to. I know I mentioned Taproot and Atreyu. I heard some things that could have even been Orgy, if you guys remember Orgy. Maybe a little bit of Cold Chamber and some of the sound. Like, a lot of the bands from that time period potentially influenced Chaosium. I don't know. I don't know much about them. I haven't looked into their bios or anything like that. But it's not just Korn. And so everyone's saying this is just a Korn remake band. Like, it's not. They were influenced by music from that era. There's another band out there that is influenced by another band, and they caught a lot of flack for it, and I don't think that they should have, because they were also talented, which was Greta Van Fleet, which is a Led Zeppelin cover band. No, they were definitely influenced by music from that genre, but they do sound a little bit like Led Zeppelin, but they are not a Led Zeppelin cover band, and this band is not a Korn cover band. They have influences from that era, but it's good. I liked it. The chorus was catchy. The electronic sounds in the background were a cool added touch. The kind of whispered but not quite whispered vocals that were happening in between everything else that you guys caught onto that was very good, and added kind of a little bit of a creepy factor, because they all have scars, right? The mouth scar. So they're a little bit on the creepier side, a little bit more on the horror side of things. I can see myself listening to this. Now I kind of want to go back and listen to the first song again, because that one was definitely, I feel like, a little bit more Korn sounding. But I'm not ragging on these guys. I want to make that clear. I think they're extremely talented musicians. I think the vocals were really good. I think the guitar solo, I don't know if it quite fit with the rest of the song. It was very melodic and seemed like it would have not been the kind of solo in a metalcore. It seemed more of a not metalcore solo, because it was very melodic. But I mean, it wasn't bad. Clearly they're talented musicians. So, I mean, who am I to say that solo doesn't belong in this metalcore video? They can do whatever the hell they want. I mean, it's all about being unique in a way. Even if you were influenced by other bands, you can still find ways to be unique, and that's what they did here. The video, I mean, the video was the video. A lot of good shots of the band. Nothing crazy happening there really to critique too much as far as the video. But I enjoyed it. I actually was bobbing my head, and I kind of have the chorus stuck in my head right now. Like, I'm literally kind of in my brain humming it. So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'm interested to know what you guys think of these guys. I really am. But I know people can be really harsh when it comes to bands that sound like bands that they stan or they love or they've, loved for bajillion years. And how dare you try to sound like this band that I've loved for a bajillion years? I don't think that's fair. I think bands are allowed to have influences, and this one does. That's all it is to it. So let me know what you guys think. But that's all I got for you for now. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Follow me on my other socials. Come hang out on Twitch. And if there's anything else you want me to hear, drop it down below in the comments. And you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by.